Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 13, Chapter 1 Unrest and Resolve, Part 4. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from the anime and manga series. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Lieutenant General Geist, the head of the Mecha Legion and the beloved Lieutenant General of Calguryo, is in charge of the Magic Tank Division on this expedition. He stood proudly at the head of a state-of-the-art instructional vehicle configured in the rear, enjoying the atmosphere on the battlefield. The situation in the large forest around them was unchanged, and no one stood in their way. Geist, who was already used to this situation, began to think that this war was probably going to make him famous again. The invincible kingdom of the dwarves for 1,000 years, the armed kingdom of Dwargon is ruled by the heroic King Gazel, and will be brought down by my own hand. You can't find anything more painful than that in the sky. 2,000 magic-guided tanks were neatly arranged. Such a magnificent sight pleased Geist greatly. Yet this is just like the opponent's strategy. Geist laid out his troops in accordance with the findings of the prior investigation, which turned out to be exactly where they expected it to be on Rimuru. The reason I didn't make the cut was simply because I didn't get a chance to compete in the ranking battle. Since I've been assigned to this division, it means I'm on a military operation at all times. One day he was going to replace Calguryo and make himself the army chief. And to be a hero afterwards, Geist has big ambitions. What he wanted was not money, but fame. So he didn't want to go through the maze, but to fight with the heroic King Gazel. And Geist is strong enough to embrace such ambitions. He has a unique technique called player, which is the ability to control the sound and analyze the situation by listening to a variety of sounds. The smell of the forest has changed. The surrounding voices suddenly broke off. Finding this out, Geist ordered to the whole army, interrupt camping preparations and go on alert immediately. After giving the order, Geist focused even more, turning his attention to the patch of forest to his left. The sounds of birds and animals are gone, and there are no bug calls. There was always a sense of tension. The distance is long, but it's fast. Is the other side planning to attack by surprise? It's not a bad move, but it's a shame your opponent isn't that easy. Analyzing the sounds heard, the number of people approaching here was about 100. I heard that the Demon Lord's army was gathering in the inn-town from which they had marched. The Demon Lord's army had been stationed in the inn-town, and they missed the main body of the Imperial Army. As the army of up to 700,000 approached, one wondered how panicked those monsters would be. Imagining the situation made Geist laugh wickedly. The sound was approaching a distance of 10 kilometers. As long as they don't come into the open, they think it's okay to take trees as shields. Too naive. Let's give them a greeting. He didn't hesitate to fill the cannon and keep the muzzle pointed at the forest. Instructions were then given to the battle group. Left squad, turn counterclockwise. As soon as they heard Geist's order, they got to work unhurriedly packing up their things and putting them into the wagon being towed by the magic tank. It wasn't long before everyone had finished preparing for battle. And just like that, Geist they were ready to go. As if always waiting for this moment, a magical creature appeared in the depths of the dense forest. I remember in the report given by the intelligence agency there was a mention of this magical creature called Ranga. Seems to be teased as the Demon Lord's pet, but his strength is equivalent to A+. There's only one? What exactly is the plan? No, it turns out. Since it came alone, it was not to fight. The purpose is to warn us, I'm afraid. That's right, in order to protect their position as monster lords, they cannot lose to their enemies in their aura. That's stupid. You are going to send a master like Ranga to oppress your enemies and suppress your opponent's fighting spirit. That's how Geist interpreted it. It seems that Demon Lord Rimuru's pride is high. Do you want to preserve the prestige of the Demon Lord even if you give up the advantage of a sneak attack? The other generals laughed along with it, and the soldiers thus ceased to be nervous and only remained appropriately nervous. Ranga came nearby. He's got a leisurely pace and doesn't look like he's going to fight. A woman sat sideways with her body on his back and then jumped gracefully. Not a sound, not a whisper. Then walked unthinkingly ahead of Geist and the others. Seeing that beauty unlike all human women, a chill ran down Geist's back, like being held against an ice knife. How could? This woman's voice is not quite right. What is she? The intelligence agency gave the information without this figure. This woman is more dangerous than Ranga, who is a main subordinate, right? At the moment, the appearance of the Demon Lord's close attendant was more important than that. You are a messenger from the Demon Lord Rimuru, are you not? The timing of the contact was sooner than expected, but the Demon Lord's minions were pretty good. So, what's the matter with coming here? Greetings everyone, my name is Testarossa. This land is governed by the great Demon Lord Rimuru, of whom I am a confidant. So, as to what you're here for today. If you leave like this, I'll leave you alone. But I am not at liberty to continue the invasion. I have come this time to deliver these words from our Lord. Those eyes, redder than blood, glittered, and Testarossa declared so. She just waved her hand and things happened in a flash. A wall of flame appeared 1 meter in front of the frontmost battle group. The wall of flames disappeared in a flash, and the molten scorch marks on the ground became crystalline, drawing a straight line. I think I've made it very clear. Once you cross that line, you are dead. Don't come in without being fairly aware. Well, take care, everyone. After bowing extremely gracefully, Testarossa said so. Testarossa walked away. This means that the bargaining is over. I can't believe you don't think of me. What do you think I am? And in the face of such a large army, it would be too arrogant to bluff like that. Geist thus made an error of judgment. How can you just go back unscathed? He had made up his mind. Can you hear me? Yes. Communications are good. Shoot that arrogant woman through her head. Afterwards the reverse direction was reversed, allowing 20 magic tanks to come to the front and fire their shells together. Let the monsters that lurk in the forest see the power of our empire. Geist ordered quietly through his player. Snipers dedicated to the command vehicle took the lead in responding. They immediately raised their sniper rifles to lock on to Testarossa. Then the silent bullets were fired through the magic gun, which was specially designed for long range. The moment the bullet is fired and passes over the border, the vicious bullet, which was supposed to run through Testarossa, was blocked by her slender index finger. That's your answer, isn't it? Very good. This answer is great. Then let's go head to head. Leaving this to go and rendezvous with Ranga, Testarossa never looked back. Immediately afterwards, she left the scene as if nothing had just happened. Geist almost went into a panic mode, but he pressed on by sheer force of will. Fear and humiliation are put on the scale to be measured, and in the end it is humiliation that wins the day. Lieutenant General Geist, what should we do? What should we do? Don't panic. Don't let that illusion fool you. We are the glorious Imperial Army. To win the victory for His Majesty the Emperor. Let's go ahead with the plan and start firing the shells. They didn't take the warning seriously at all. In order to keep a proper distance from the vehicles in front, the magic tank units began to advance as they crossed the